Do you feel like your brain isn't working at full capacity, even though you've slept enough? That you think more slowly, struggle to focus, and everything feels a bit foggy? Brain fog. Why does it happen? Do you feel like you're looking at the world through a dirty window? Brain fog is not a diagnosis, but it is a state that more and more people experience. You feel mentally slowed down, numb, and unable to think clearly. You have trouble concentrating, your memory slips, and your thoughts feel blurred. We often blame work pressure, age, or chronic stress. We look for causes everywhere else, but we miss the essential one. Our body is giving us a clear signal that something is not right. What is happening in the brain and arteries? The cause is not age or lack of coffee. Your brain is suffering under the pressure of internal inflammation caused by unstable blood sugar levels and hormonal imbalance. Chronically elevated insulin and cortisol levels trigger a low-grade but persistent inflammation in the brain, which disrupts the ability of nerve cells to communicate properly. In addition, chronic stress directly suppresses parts of the brain responsible for memory and learning. In this state, the body focuses only on survival, not on clear thinking. This inflammatory process also extends into your cardiovascular system. Sugar in the blood literally irritates the walls of your arteries and causes microinflammations. The main culprit is long-term elevated blood sugar, hyperglycemia, together with chronically high insulin levels, which trigger oxidative stress and damage the inner lining of blood vessels. Sugars in the blood bind to proteins, which contributes to stiffening and fragility of the arteries. Nutrition is the foundation, but sometimes it is not enough. Proper nutrition is indeed a fundamental pillar of hormonal balance, but on its own, it is sometimes not sufficient. The major enemy is chronic stress and the hormone cortisol, which can dramatically increase blood sugar levels regardless of what you are currently eating. Even diets based on severe calorie restriction often make this state worse. The body, in starvation mode, produces more cortisol, which leads to further blood sugar fluctuations and increased inflammation. We often encounter general recommendations that include long lists of restrictions, but we are rarely told why these restrictions actually exist. We are simply given rules about what we must not eat without understanding how to navigate it ourselves. A far more effective approach is to learn how to combine foods in a way that they are enjoyable, meet your needs, and at the same time support your body. Energy for a demanding day. What to not eat. If you have a demanding day ahead, food should be your ally, not a burden that shuts you down after lunch. Brain fog and afternoon fatigue are often a direct result of unstable blood sugar levels. When you need stable performance, focus on a simple rule. Include more vegetables and quality protein. These foods keep you full and ensure a steady release of energy. On the other hand, try to reduce side dishes, sugars, and common baked goods, which cause rapid insulin spikes followed by an energy crash. This approach helps you maintain a clear mind throughout the day. Once you restore at least a basic balance in the body through nutrition, the pancreas can rest, the arteries are not damaged by glucose fluctuations, and the brain begins to clear from that fog. Your energy and natural mental clarity return without having to suffer from hunger. Psychology, the key to balance. When you stabilize your blood sugar through nutrition, your brain switches from a survival mode, where fear, stress, and mental fog dominate, into a functioning mode, where calmness and clear thinking prevail. It is like a vicious cycle. Inflammation in the body causes brain fog, and that in turn triggers anxiety and stress, which further increases inflammation. However, once you restore balance in the body through diet, your brain is no longer in constant alarm. Suddenly, you can breathe more easily, your thoughts become clearer, and your emotions are easier to understand. Fatigue, however, is not only about what you eat, but also about everyday stressful situations. Working with the psyche is therefore the final piece of the puzzle. As an expert in psychosomatics, I have included stress management techniques in the course that help regulate not only stress itself, but mainly your reaction to it. The course includes both immediate and long-term methods to reduce cortisol and rewrite the internal patterns that hold you back in your struggle with stress. The link can be found in the description.